are definitely not winged midgets. They are bandoleros, and they are on the racetrack for their qualifying session. Two groups, and I believe just the way this works out, this is the Maritime group that's on the racetrack. On the screen right now is the Doherty's number 83. That is Hudson Ruff from Hampton, New Brunswick. Spoke with his grandfather Jeff earlier today, and Jeff said that he didn't have any sodas today, so he's a little bit more mellow. The driver of the number 83. Lily Wynot in the 2. I know Matthew Rushton, one of the key crew members on the crew, is up home watching. Want to say hello to Matthew. They got everything fixed yesterday before he flew out. Lily has had some spindle issues with the right front of her race car. The 41, Amanda Lee, was lightning quick yesterday, was knocking on the door of a runner-up spot in the feature, and then the motor decided to go south on the 41, so we will see what she's got. Currently, she is the quickest of all these drivers out here so far at a 16:35. These drivers have 8 laps on the clock to get the job done, and Ruff is around in turn number 2, and that will draw the yellow. Hudson Ruff by himself just getting away from him, and spoke briefly with Lonnie Somerville earlier today, and we chatted about trying to, what's the weak spot right now. Obviously, Hudson is a beginner. This is starting his second full year of racing, and Lonnie and Jeff and them both said just trying to master 1 and 2 is right now the Achilles heel of the driver that is on your screen in the Kings County Performance number 83. Hudson currently in position number 2 at a 17:02 behind Mandy Lee at a 16:35. Lily Wynot at a 17:30, currently third of the 3 on the racetrack. We did pick up an extra bandolero overnight, so we are at 7, I do believe, this afternoon. There's the 2 on your screen of Lily Wynot. Lily has bettered her time the last time by to a 17:03. Within a 100th of the 83 of Hudson Ruff. And Ruff goes to a 16:87 on that last lap. Lee is still on top of the board with a 16:35, the time to beat in this Bandolero qualifying session. This will set the grid for the feature. AJ's got the white flag out for this group. Final lap. As the 41, that is your quick time driver so far, was up battling for the runner-up spot yesterday. Team is optimistic about this afternoon's racing action. They'll come by and take the checkered flag this time. Hudson Ruff goes to a 16:50 on his final lap. And Mandy Lee's time of record will be a 16:35, which the other group will try to get at. So Hudson Ruff, Lily Wynot, and the 41 of Mandy Lee complete their qualifying efforts, and they will head back to the pit area. If you're just joining us for the first time this week, we've had 3 Bandolero races. We've had 3 different winners in a very competitive Bandolero field here at Showdown Series. And here comes our next group, including the Tuesday winner. That is Laquan McCoy in the 26. Monday's winner is the 2 of Wyatt Coffey. And those 2 have been going back and forth. Green flag is out for this group. Appears to be 2 on the racetrack. We should have 2 more after this group. So the time to beat is a 16:35. That may be in danger here with McCoy and Coffey on the racetrack. And McCoy's first lap identical to Mandy Lee's at a 16:35. Wyatt Coffey's first return is a 16:38. McCoy comes by this time over the bumps at corner number 4. And we'll maintain that quick lap. Here's Coffey on your screen. Been an up and down week for Wyatt Coffey as he goes to the top of the board at a 16:34. Lightning fast car on Monday. A little bit of car issues on Tuesday and was able to get back to form yesterday, back on the podium again and contending for the victory as Coffey continues to pace this qualifying field as McCoy gets everything that he can out of the racetrack in turn number 4 that last time by. Coffey currently sitting as the provisional pole sitter for this Bandolero group, and I say that because Laquan McCoy has gone to the top. 16:21 for McCoy. Puts him up by a 10th over the 2 car on your screen of Wyatt Coffey. But this field is so close. When we get them out there for the 25-lap feature later on, you are going to see some great racing back and forth between these youngsters. Out of 4, McCoy comes to the white flag. Down the back straightaway for the final time in this group of qualifying for the Bandoleros for the Winter Showdown. McCoy at a 16:21. Can Coffey top that on his final lap? Checkered for the 2. And stays at a 16:34 is the quick lap of record. So a couple of cars left to go, but it's Laquan McCoy that has put the benchmark up at a 16:21. Laquan McCoy, your fastest driver so far. They'll come off the racetrack and we'll look towards corner number 4. Continues to get quicker every single time he is on this racetrack. Proved it yesterday, drove it to victory lane. TJ Moon on the racetrack in car number 9. He'll try to break the tie that is currently on top of the Bandolero win list this week. As he takes the green flag for his 8-lap qualifying effort, we remind you that the quickest time on the top of the board is currently Laquan McCoy at a 16:21. First lap by for TJ Moon puts him 3rd, and we do have a new Bandolero on the racetrack in the 1X, obviously similar to a legend car we have here. That's Gerald White III. Oh, and hello, a little sideways. Tried to get everything that he could in turn number 2 and might have got a little more than he bargained for. Moon has moved to 2nd on his 2nd lap. White comes by and completes lap number 2. TJ Moon maintains position number 2 at a 16:32. Needs to find a 10th to get to Laquan McCoy. Ooh, hello, the 1 sideways at a turn number 4. Scared the wall a little bit out of that final corner. Moon gets a little bit closer, a 16:25. Needs to find about 400ths to get the provisional pole after winning yesterday's feature. Now he's got clean track. We'll see if the 9 of TJ Moon can make it happen. This is setting up for a fantastic 25-lap feature. These kids continue to get closer in time, continue to pick up speed at the same time. Moon currently on lap number 7. Rounding 3 and 4 to the white flag this time is TJ Moon. Gonna still need to find a little bit of speed. Currently P2. Needs to find about 400ths on this final lap. Does he have a checkered flag? And TJ Moon, P2, in the race wrap Bandoleros. And Gerald White III will clock in at a 17:31. Going to put him at 7th. So, through race wraps Bandolero qualifying, Laquan McCoy, your unofficial pole setter, at a 16:21 to TJ Moon's 16:25. Wyatt Coffey, Mandy Lee, Hudson Ruff, Lily Wynot, and Gerald White III is your provisional field for the feature. Coming up later on, 3 races and 3 different winners in the Race Wraps Bandolero division. TJ Moon is number 3, and man, this thing was so consistent all day long. How did you stay up front and was able to take away the victory?
I was really smooth on the wheel, and then I just kind of learned some stuff from Monday, and then kind of bring it from Monday to today.
You were so close on Tuesday night. How did you get from Tuesday night chasing to being up front and leading this race?
Trying to push a little bit harder and just change a little thing so it'd go a little bit better.
So do you like these night races or the day races that we've been running today and tomorrow?
Probably both. I used to race on night races too, so it's pretty cool.
What do you think about this racetrack?
I really like it, this track.
A little bit bumpy. How's the bumps around in these Bandolero cars?
It's pretty bad.
You have to keep on the wheel?
Yeah, you have to stay up on the wheel at all times.
So first 3 days are done. Halfway through this deal, what do you expect in the last 3? Can we get 3 more wins, break the tie with the other 2, and get the most wins this week?
I'll just try to stay consistent. Maybe get a couple more wins.
It's been a busy week over here at Redhead Racing. How big of a help have they been to your racing program?
A lot. They're just so helpful, and they bring a very fast car for me.
And it's shown on the racetrack. TJ Moon, 1 win so far this week. Looking for more to end off the week at the Showdown Series. Welcome back to Auburndale Speedway. This is the Bandolero feature. As they have made their way to the racetrack, they'll get them lined up and ready to go for a 25-lap contest on day number 4. Moving into position is the 26 of Laquan McCoy. He will be your pole sitter for this 25-lap event. To the outside, the 9 is TJ Moon, yesterday's winner. Monday's winner is Wyatt Coffey in the 2B. McCoy won in between there on the Tuesday. Mandy Lee was up there battling for a podium position yesterday before the motor went south. She'll start 4th. Hudson Ruff in the 83 will start in position number 5. 6th is the 2 of Lily Wynot, and completing your field, the 1B is Gerald White, or the 1X is Gerald White the 3rd. 7 cars, 25 laps, round number 4 on a beautiful Thursday afternoon here at Auburndale Speedway as a part of the Showdown Series. McCoy and Moon on the front row into the box. Green flag flies and we're underway. Those kids were on it in the box. McCoy up the hill, opens the door for Coffey. Wyatt Coffey to the inside, looking for the lead in the yellow number 2. TJ Moon trying to follow through in the 9. Could we see 3 wide? McCoy goes wide. Moon looks to the inside. Right there on a Coffey. Great battle up in front. Behind the Mandy Lee looking for 4th on Hudson Ruff. The blue 9, a TJ Moon looking to go back to the lead where he was yesterday, and he will do so. TJ Moon to the top of the board. Top 5 freight train, you can throw a blanket over them. Laquan McCoy taking a look at the 2 of Wyatt Coffey, that time in the middle of 1 and 2. Nothing doing there. Little misstep up the hill. Enter Mandy Lee to the inside. The 41 is looking for position number 3. And she will get it. McCoy will go back to the inside. Crossover move out of turn number 2. McCoy in the gray 26 to the inside. Little sideways. Mandy Lee to the outside, trying to make it happen. And they'll drag race down into turn number 1 for the 3rd place position in the final podium spot here on day number 4. Mandy Lee clears the 26. Those two tail 26, able to drive it down the hill a little bit to get to that inside. McCoy and Lee, wheel to wheel, up the hill goes the 41. McCoy will take back position number 3. Up in front continues to be the 9, a TJ Moon leading this race. He's got about 4 lengths or so back to that 2 car of Wyatt Coffey. Coffey, Monday's winner. TJ Moon won yesterday on Wednesday. McCoy won under the lights. Those are your top 3 as we continue to work around the Auburndale Speedway. They'll have 8 laps completed, this time by the stripe. Battle for position number 3 is a hotly contested one. Mandy Lee lost a little bit of ground in the 26 of Laquan McCoy, and now trying to reel it back in as you see the couple of battles we got. We got the battle for the lead. TJ Moon has a handle on that. Then you look back to what is now position number 5. That is Hudson Ruff, and up the hill goes the 83. Still trying to figure out 1 and 2 is the driver from Hampton, New Brunswick. Behind Ruff is Lily Wynot. There's Lily in the 2, running position number 6. And rounding out your field right now is the 1X of Gerald White III. As your leaders are going to come up here in a few laps, I believe, on that 1X. There are your leaders right there, the 9 of Moon, the 2 of Coffey. Coffey not letting the 9 get too far out of sights. They will come to the cross legs. This time we'll be halfway home in this Bandolero feature. Trading fast laps near the front of the field, TJ Moon and Wyatt Coffey. Coffey will be faster 1 lap and will gain a 10th, and then TJ Moon will gain it right back. They're going back and forth. McCoy comfortably in position number 3 right now, has pulled away from the 41 of Mandy Lee. There's the 26 on your screen, and McCoy will have to navigate the 1X of White. Coming off at turn number 2, gets that head of steam. We'll look to the inside and put the 1X in his rearview mirror. To be of Coffey. The 9 of Moon up in front in the last couple of laps. TJ Moon has been able to gain a little bit of time on that advantage. Back to the 2 of Coffey. That time by Coffey, just slightly faster to Laquan McCoy. Faster than both of them by a 10th on that last lap, but we're in the final 10 laps of competition in this one. McCoy is going to have to get up on the wheel and gain a little bit more than a 10th a lap if he wants to be there when that checker flag flies. Quick pace to this Bandolero event. You get a piece of debris on the front straightaway. Yellow flag will fly. There's the debris. I don't know if the 2 car hit it or it came off the 2 of Why Not. But I did see it bounce as the 2 car went by. So that will tighten the field, and that will change the water on the beans for the final 7 laps of this one. These drivers do have the option to choose. It was reiterated to these drivers at the drivers' meeting that the heavy yellow line coming up to the start-finish line is the choose line. You see it right there on your screen. When the directive is given to choose, they will choose left or right of the, what is the choose line there, or what is being used for the choose line. So they will have 7 laps to complete this one. TJ Moon is your leader. Wyatt Coffey in second. Third is Laquan McCoy. Mandy Lee in fourth. And Hudson Ruff in fifth. 6 is Lily Wynot. And Gerald White III sits in position number 7. They will come to the choose right here. McCoy had it figured out yesterday, and I think McCoy is looking to the outside, as is Hudson Ruff. I don't know where the 41 may have chose outside. And I believe that's what it will be. So McCoy will go to the outside, leads to the outside. And we will get ready to go racing. TJ Moon is your control car. They'll come through the box, indicated by the two cones right here. Green flag flies. McCoy had the outside figured out of the choose yesterday, just couldn't get enough to take away the victory. Does he have enough to get by TJ Moon this time? Coffee to the inside of Laquan McCoy. McCoy trying to drive it in and clear him. Down the front straightaway they go, and McCoy will take the spot. Now, does Laquan McCoy have enough? He was quicker than those two in front of him as that run went on. But he doesn't have a whole lot of time to putt around. They'll come by this time to 5 laps to go. McCoy has to be up on the wheel. Getting to TJ Moon may be one thing. Getting by him, something completely different. Little misstep in turn number 2 is going to open the door for Wyatt Coffey to the inside. Coffey looking to take second place away. He'll do so. And now the 26, trying to go back at it behind them. Hudson Ruff, Mandy Lee battling for position number 4. Ruff trying to take it away from the 41. 26 of McCoy back to the inside. Granted all the way down to the dirt, down through 3 and 4. Intense battle for the runner-up position. It's allowed TJ Moon to get away. McCoy is there on Coffey. 2 to go. The 26 of McCoy trying to get by Coffey. Moon way out in front. Little bump there, little tickle to the back bumper. They'll come to the white. Laquan McCoy there. Coffey to the inside. Contact and in through the dirt. Go your top 2, and oh boy. And they are going to come to the double checker. TJ Moon's going to win. We got a battle for second coming off the corner. It's Mandy Lee and Hudson Ruff, unofficially your top 3. We'll go down trackside and chat with your podium finishers. TJ Moon is your winner. Race Wraps Bandolero winner. Come on over here, TJ. Chris East is going to have no voice left by the end of the week.
Definitely.
Talk about that last restart there. Caution flag comes out, looked like you had it in hand, and then yellow flag comes out. What was going through your mind?
I had a pretty big gap. I was just really mad. I'd like to thank Redhead Racing, Paul. He sent me $400 when I crashed at Winter Heat. My mom, my dad, my grandmother, Pine Tree Food Equipment, GT Overhead Doors, and Dean Hanscom Heating.
You're on a roll now, 2 in a row, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's TJ Moon. I feel like I've done this before at home. Who wants to go first? I'm going. You guys had one heck of a battle. First of all, Mandy, what did you go through to get this car back together?
We had to change the motor. We worked on taking stuff off the motor, putting it back on. We just ended up switching the motor. And
It's working fine now.
How big is this to have your first podium down here?
It's pretty big. Like, they were just spot out there is wild.
But you got a trophy out of it. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Mandy Lee. And what are you doing here?
I don't know. I'm excited. Holy. And first day the GoPro's in. And great show.
You and Mandy Lee went at it. You guys do this at home all the time. Talk about battling with that 41.
Oh, that was fun. She got me at the last second, but I don't even care. I'm just happy I'm here.
And you get a trophy to take home.
Oh, yeah, with palm tree.
That's one more trophy than your granddad.
Yeah, and my mom's gonna be kind of mad because she took the day off and went to the beach.
She needs to take the day off more often then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's just bad luck.
Something like that. Congratulations. And at least it was a hat that did it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Congratulations. Hudson Ruff, Mandy Lee, and TJ Moon, your podium. Legend Cars coming up next.